Hey, what's up, guys? FSC Trucking. I'm into Dooley. I'm heading to the shop right now. We're on the road that leads me to the shop, and the weather is absolutely nasty. It was raining, then it freezing rain, snowed, slush. It rained enough to wash all the salt off the road, and then froze. Weather like this, road conditions like this, is why dualies are absolutely terrible. Because look in my mirror, you could probably see it. It's not so bad now. But yeah, once them big wide tires get off into the snow, you really see what I'm talking about. It don't like it at all. It's hard to stay in your lane, and Orwell ain't gonna like it any better, I'm sure. Just a nasty day to be filming and getting loaded today, but it is what it is. Just gotta deal with it. There you go, look in the mirror. Yeah, not fun. Today ain't gonna be any fun, boys and girls, no doubt about it. So yeah, here we are. So yeah, we're gonna go up to the shop, get Orwell, it's inside, get them loaded and come home. Alrighty, we're here. Oh, I'm in no mood for this nonsense. Oh, that's so annoying. I know I got my key in my pocket left to run. I'm not turning it off. It's my neighbor's car. He's getting rid of it. It blew up. I towed it here, so it's out of his way. Alrighty, see what kind of disaster we got here today. So yeah, I brought the trailer inside so it'll thaw and melt. You can see a lot of water on the floor over there. Yeah, that's alright. And then Orwell. Look at them beautiful stacks. Alright, let me switch over to this camera here. Boys and girls, got her all fired up. I don't see no water on the ground like antifreeze, so looks like that's working just fine. We let them air up, back them out, get the trailer out of here, and then go about our day. Yuck! I'd rather deal with regular snow. Heck, I think I'd rather deal with ice. A lot of wheel work, slush. Whatever, gotta go, gotta get it done. Not for nothing, I can't sing and dance, so we gotta work. Alrighty, I got the dually backed into the garage now, so now it'll drip dry and stay warm. Get all the snow and ice melted off of it. But yeah, it's pretty nasty out today. Now I did hear down from Chilton where I'm loading that it's actually just rained there, so that'll be nice. I did just see an Outagamie County snowplow go up the road. He was heading north, so I think we're gonna head north, get to the main drag, and then head back south on the main drag rather than the local road right here. I think that's my plan. Oh yeah, you can just listen to the dually dripping already in the floor drain. That's what that's for right there. Check my pocket. Yep, got my keys. All right. Let's hit it. Check my other door. Sweet. Alrighty, let's get to work. So I figured I'd show you real quick what the final product looks like with the stacks. Go. While we're here, we'll check the trailer lights. Those are disconnected. They're deleted. They're not required. Alrighty, there we go. Oh yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm loving the look of that. I really am. You know what? My sunglasses are in the dually. I should go back and get them. All right, let me go put the camera in the truck. I'll get my glasses and we'll get out of here. It's warm in here. Alrighty. Man, oh man, has it been a while. That's all right though. It's been a while. I hit them brake knobs. You hit that like and subscribe. Show us the love. Show us the love. See what the road looks like. Sadly, there is no forward-facing camera today. Outside with the weather, it'll just get mugged up real quick, so there's no sense in that. Looks like we're gonna be making a right here. Yeah, looks like they only did the one lane. I'm not stopping in the deep stuff, so go ahead and leave your comment. Axle lock out now. Don't need it. Ha! And there he goes. Well, I don't feel like following a snowplow, so he's taking up all the lane. You know what? Put the axle back in. Swerve off to the shoulder a little bit. Make room for the plow. I know you got a good ways before the ditch. I because he wants to get all of that crap out of that center. Nice, good job. Take the axle back out. I think we left at just the right time. Now they got the roads cleared up a little bit better. It's going to warm up a little throughout the day. And to be honest, once we get south, it should be just rain. I'm not a big fan of this weather, though, to be honest, only because I'd rather it be colder and snowing. Cold water just soaks into your clothes, where snow just flakes on, you can brush it off. It's not as bad. This will soak you to the bone. From what I understand, we're picking up a broom, not a blower. So those usually the truck ships with the broom like stanchioned up on the top deck. On the interior, I don't know if Orwell sounds much different. He does sound a little different. He's got a more deeper growl to the exhaust, but then again, we're not exactly under a heavy load here. And I can't just give her hell because, you know, the weather. Bear over here, get out of that hard crap. Once we get under a load, we'll definitely hear it. It should be just wet, so. But here's interior noise, and here's exterior noise. That's the difference. Obviously, in editing, I try to mix the outside audio in. If I'm talking like now, I don't. But right now, you know what, come to think of it, with the slush, it may not be very good at all. I don't know. But he's got a deeper groan to him, that's for sure. I'm liking it. This is first trip in quite a long time. Last trip I did, I was coming back from Seattle, and that's when Tim Gentry's shop burned down. And then I got back, put Orwell right in the shop. I had planned on doing a bunch of work to Orwell, but I decided it was best to go to Tennessee and try to help out. Sadly, other than being a moral support, I really couldn't have done much of anything, you know, as far as helping Tim. There wasn't any time to really get anything done as far as cleaning up the old shop. He just recently started dragging engine blocks out of there. Not much of anything else. He got the engine out of old Yeller, the yellow Cabover truck. He got that out. Looks like he's putting that in the, well, I know he's putting it in the dump truck. Oh, yuck-hole. My ramp is not even there. We got to hit the ramp at speed, but we don't want to spin out neither. Look at that plow mountain of slush. We're going to get on 55 south, go right into Freedom. Somebody spun out right there. Really not even on the road. I think the road's more over here. I was hoping they had 55 done better. But this is the ramp to get to 55, so it might be. Nope. I think I was better off on the back road the shop's on. Yeah, they were to have our hands full here. It's a lot of wheel work. So yeah, from what I saw, Tim was pulling the engine out of old Yeller, put new heads on it, and put on new gaskets, O-ring, seals, all that crap, and was putting it in that one dump truck. And as far as I know, the dump truck's going to be what he's going to use to go ahead and start emptying that out. There might be room for a collab in the future with hauling the junk out of there with dump trucks, but I don't know. I know he's got another big haul that he's been talking about. That, to be honest, I spoke to him last night. He didn't say nothing to me about it, so even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. But I know he's got a big haul coming up, which is pretty cool. But anyway, we went all the way down to Tennessee, and I helped out, but I think it was more emotional support for Tim and his father, and try to help out where I could to keep the trucks that were running, and just overall be a good help. So that's what we did. And we got back, and then I started working with Orwell. I had Dave hired. I was starting to talk with Maggie as far as when we were going to get started, and then Jen had tragedy strike her family. So once more, drop everything, get in the car, and head to Philadelphia, and then deal with that. So that took about 2 weeks to deal with. And then once I got home, honestly, I wasn't really willing to leave home that much because I wanted to keep an eye on Jen to see how she was coping with things. And she's a tough cookie, and I don't think she realizes how tough she actually is. But she's found a lot of strength recently, and I'm very proud of her for the fact that she has been able to really step up and really just tackle the world and the problems that came our way. So I'm really proud of that woman. She obviously brings a lot to my life and to Matthew's life and even to Sean's life. So we had to deal with that. And once we got back, it was a lot of time off. Tennessee trip, Philadelphia trip, and Orwell still needed a lot of work. So in total, we handled probably about 6 or 7 things with Orwell. Just a bunch of small crap. I had touched on it in previous videos of while we were working on Orwell, what all we had done. So it was a bunch of crap. Just for me, the final straw was the stacks. You know, everybody busts my chops, and that's another thing I want to talk about. Everybody busts my chops about that rusty looking wheel. I get it, ain't the best looking thing on planet Earth. But I had a lot of other nonsense going on, and the last straw is when we were leaving Wisconsin. I made it all the way out to Minnesota, got to Seattle, got it. But the final straw to me was when I left Wisconsin, I got out to Minnesota, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, got going again, got fuel, and that's when I found that one stack broke. And of course, it's the stack that I used that was broke. So then it was like, well, great, now what do I do? It's like literally 0 degrees. I'm not doing work outside on the truck in 0 degree weather. So it was just, what do I do? And I hated to be as constructive as I was. I don't know what other word I want to use that's good for YouTube. That the way I tied the stack down so it wasn't going to be a problem and literally keep rattling. But it looked like crap. It sounded terrible. And it just looked fugazi. So it had to go. But I had to make it all the way out there and all the way back. And it did. But that was the last straw. I'm like, you know what? Let's just stop. Let's go ahead and get the new pipes that I've always wanted for this truck, and let's get it done. And then that turned into a huge project of getting the stack stands redone to work properly like they used to. Well, that was a project, but we got through it. And let me tell you something. The last video I dropped, I don't know how you guys saw it, but as I edited it, that's a weird thing to say. Let me try that again. I didn't see it until I edited that video. the camaraderie that went on. There's a lot of times where we were in the middle of talking and I thought that cross-shop chatter would not make the video. So in the middle of it, I had cut the camera off. That's why some conversations seem to start in the middle of nowhere and other conversations seem to end abruptly with a slight fade. Well, that's because I didn't think that any of that would be anything good to watch at the time I filmed it. But a choice that I had made that I was very nervous about making, whether to hire people to help me at the shop. I was very nervous about that, to be honest. I should have done this long ago. And the problems, back to the wheel, the problems with not getting the stacks right away. My seat is wore out, you know, stuff like that. I've been dealing with it is because between trucking, filming, working on the truck, working on things at the shop, and having some semblance of a life with Jen and my sons, I don't have enough time to do it all. So having Maggie, who can weld while me and Dave are working on other things, speeds up the process tremendously. So now, yeah, it costs me money and labor to get ahead and have Maggie and Dave working, especially at the same time, you know, two hired hands working, you know, payroll starts adding up fast. But that was an excellent choice. And seeing Maggie and Dave get along and how well they work together between themselves and with me, and they both respect each other, that's huge. You know, that's huge right there, you know. So I felt great. I don't know how that video is going to do. As of right now, it hasn't been released. It's got another hour and 10 minutes from now, but I enjoyed editing it, and usually honestly I hate editing, but watching that video as I edited it, I felt good. I felt really good. Now, what does that mean for the channel's future? Well, hopefully great things. I might be trying to work some kind of modifications into when we start working on this trailer, so we could start doing a different deal. We'll just leave it there. I have to make some phone calls and talk. I might, I'm trying to secure better and more reliable and hopefully better paying loads coming back to Wisconsin, or at least this region. That'll help, that will be beneficial to me as a one truck owner, at least on with a motor carrier. But there might be mods to the trailer that I'm pulling right now coming. And then the step deck, I think the step deck's usable as it is, as far as step deck, after it's repaired, of course. So I need to make some phone calls on that. That might be coming in the future. But the step deck I want to get working on first, and then I want to start on the 352 Peterbilt to try to, not for nothing, but get another truck on the channel. Maybe as a spare for Orwell. Or maybe I'll just get another truck and put a driver in it once I get it in good operating condition. And once again, my wipers froze. There we go. They haven't ran in a while, so they get sticky. But now that I have help, I plan on getting that done a lot quicker. That should also enable me to get projects in the shop done between my own personal projects and other vehicles that I'm trying to get done, such as that Chevelle and that Mustang. I know I talk a lot about it, just the time has not been available, but hopefully soon it will be. Real soon. Comment, what do you think? How does Orwell sound so far? All new sound. All right, coming into Freedom. I like that extra little grumble she hits about mid-range through the power band there. I'm liking the sound of that. Brings up another conversation. I like that a lot. Looks like we're finally done with the slush. Gotta watch for any standing water though. There's no drainage. The slush makes like dams. I really hope that back camera gets good audio with the pipes the way they're shaped. You know, and that's the other thing. Everyone's like, how come you went with flat tops? Well, that's my favorite look. Plain and simple, it's my favorite look. And everyone's like, you should put flappers on the top. Well, maybe I should. But when you're idling and they're sitting there go tink, 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 that annoys the crap out of you. Let's do some exhaust flappers. And then all that tink, 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 tinking, that bushing and that bolt and that metal, it wears out. So then they start flapping not up and down, but inside to side, and then they off kilter and they'll. Plus also, I like that real tall look. I love that look of a short truck, which Orwell isn't, no Cabover is. With them tall stacks. Like, probably the coolest thing on planet Earth would be something like a Western Star Lomax with stacks that scrape the 13.6 with that flat cut. To me, that's the best looking thing ever. But that's what I like. Now, yes, rain will get into the stacks. Obviously it's not a problem when it's running. When it's parked, like overnight, it really isn't a problem. If you think about it, the pipes come down low, and then if you've seen the previous video, how it has that, what I called, it's not really a down pipe, that's not a 90-degree straight down, it's kind of like an S pipe. But either way, the water has to fill all the way up to the bottom of the top of the S pipe before it starts putting water into the exhaust side of the turbo. That's probably 15 to 20, maybe 10. Could be more. Gallons of water. You're not going to get that much water through that little bit of pipe overnight. And if you do, if you think you're gonna, fire up the engine, it'll burn it right out. Now, leaving Orwell parked somewhere long term. Well, that's where you get a long broom handle and 2 buckets. You stick the bucket on the end of the broom handle, you fish it up, and you set the bucket on the top of the stack, and you leave it outside. If you worry about the wind removing your bucket, send a string and a bungee cord up with it. Hold the bungee cord on the handle, tie the string to the handle, and then pull your bungee and hook it to something. So if Orwell's going to sit outside any length of time, it's going to have buckets sitting on top of the stacks. But usually, especially in the bad weather, when it's cold out, it's inside the shop. Or, well, to be frank, just because of security reasons, I'll put it inside the shop, you know, especially if I'm sitting for a long length of time. But if it rains and it's windy, the other pipes, you know, with the side engines, you can still get water down in there, and I have. My 379 Peterbilt, let me see if I can find a picture of it. But I had straight pipes on that too. And I think those are 6-inch straight pipe, straight cut, or flat top cut. And I left them open too, and I never had a problem. The only thing it stunk is if it did rain, and that truck was canary yellow, is you fire it up after a rain, it just spits water right out of it, like droplets of water. And that droplets of water from sitting in the diesel exhaust is coated with soot, or coated up with soot. Those droplets are coated with soot from being inside the exhaust pipe, so it lands on your canary yellow truck and leaves black spots. But other than that, it's really not a problem. Deputy sitting right there. Try to be more accurate. I doubt the sheriff is doing patrols. They're good guys. I've never had problems with them. I gotta say, I love the deeper growl. I think I made a good choice with pipes. Got to take the axle lock out once you got into freedom. Boy, oh boy, my favorite, traffic circles. Welcome to Dakota. Or as my mother once said the first time she saw the sign, Kauauna. Like, Mom, it's Wisconsin, not Hawaii. I had me dying laughing though. There's a campground a little north of here. They stayed there. First time they came to visit back when they still had their camper in their expedition. Oh wait, well, I still have an expedition. Ah, you are turning, alright. Thought that silver SUV was going to come at me. Nope. Psych. Oh, I'm trying to sneak around, so I'm trying to edge over to block it. There's nobody even behind me. Where's white van going? White van's going straight. What about Ram truck? Ram truck is coming too. Come on, let's go. There. Quick trip with truck fuel. Good to know, nice to have. Need the left lane because the next circle, straight only is the left lane. Snow plow for the sidewalks. Make sure she's seeing me. Here I'm in, cross the tracks. Val, you gotta make us so lazy. Rookie. Keep the gear across the tracks. That's a dumb rookie move, Valley. Make you turn wide. Swing wide, it's a Frigid trailer. There's a whole channel for them. Good thing there was another car waiting at that left turn coming at me. Thought I had to push him out of the way or wait. He totally took my swing when he made that turn so lazy. Oh well. Performance wants to get around me there. It's so friggin' narrow through here. I better let him go around me because otherwise the trailer's gonna off track and cross right into my lane. Watch. Watch, I'll hold my lane. Performance Transportation, Seymour, Wisconsin. They pulled in behind me back at that quick trip. Oh no. That's just a dumb move right there. I'm gonna pass, do it up here in town where it's wider, straight. Been through there enough, you know, I know how it gets. You can't really stay in your lane through those turns. There you go, hammer on it. You might find out Dakota don't play. It's so easy to speed through here. And they know it. I'm sorry, did I say Dakota? I meant Kauuna. Hi, Ma. I'm in a good mood right now. Feeling lucky. Just the way things have been going. Got a bunch of work done. That really helps. Getting loaded, making money. Channel's doing well. I wish I was able to get more videos, but didn't have them to do. So I did what I could. Alright, looks like the GMC figured it out.